James, Hooper and Mick, it is not overstating it. This feels like the finals have arrived early.
Yeah, well, all the talk coming out of the State of Origin series is we now start that march towards the finals. But walking in here to McDonald Jones Stadium this afternoon, sold-out crowd, 30,000 Novocastrians. It does feel like it's come early. Adam Reynolds back into the side, a huge inclusion for this Brisbane side who has lost 6 straight games. And the home side on the back of an extremely disappointing performance at Brookvale Oval. Well, they welcome back best Kalen Ponga, a couple of big stars back into their side. Dane Gagai, another out of the Origin series. We're set for an absolute belter. The desperation stations right here, right now. It has to be done. One of these sides needs to start their march towards the finals.
Kalen Ponga on screen there, one of the 3 Newcastle Knights backing up from Origin 3 on Wednesday night. The Broncos also have 3 players backing up: Reece Walsh, Pat Carrigan, Payne Haas, and this man, Adam Reynolds, returning for the first time since round 9. He suffered that biceps injury, and they have been in free fall pretty much ever since. Back just in times, perhaps. 7 wins, 10 losses. They need to win a bunch in a row.
Yeah, what a luxury getting Adam Reynolds back. Such a quality player. One of the elite halfbacks of the game. So we're talking about elite. Reece Walsh hasn't had a lot of time in the Brisbane jersey of late. But boy, what a massive inclusion tonight. There's the home side onto the field.
Yes, it is a sellout right here in Newcastle. The locals, they realise the importance of this situation. And the hero, one of the Blues heroes from Wednesday night, Bradman Best, some stitches in that lip. What a game he had.
Yeah, what a powerhouse out on that left edge for New South Wales. So destructive. The try, well, that'll live in the memory of so many New South Welshmen, just powering over the top of that man there, Kalen Ponga, and his other club teammate, Dane Gagai. Kalen Ponga, well, it was this time last year where Kalen Ponga put the foot on the pedal in the competition. Newcastle 10 straight wins.
We are underway here. Game 2 on Super Saturday, and what a catch from the kickoff by Kalen Ponga.
He'll be back on the field shortly.
The Broncos again from the 10. Oh, a juggle here. They almost give it straight back to Newcastle. Mariner reeling it in as Walters comes back here to the middle. Carrigan handing it off to Payne Haas, who went close to scoring. Here he is. He comes back towards the uprights, taking a lot of stopping. Good minutes for him on Wednesday night. 56 minutes played. Heaps of runs as well. Man comes out to Mariner. He stays alive. He finds his way in, and the Broncos crack them eventually.
Gee, they've had some possession down here, Brisbane, and Newcastle did a great job defending multiple sets. They're in to play the ball. Great pass there from Walters. Out to Reynolds, who got him attacking straight to the edge with his halves partner, Mam. And the speed and footwork of Mariner out on that left-hand side. Just a little too much to handle on the outside there of Dane Gagai. Got through the tackle of Mapapalangi. And Brisbane finally cracked the Newcastle Knights after a dominant period with the ball.
They've had 7 of the last 9 sets of 6 of those restarts and the successful challenge.
Conducting everything for Brisbane.
Kick is a good one. Reynolds on his return. Won't do all the kicking, we are told tonight. But first off,
there is certainly a mismatch out on this near side of the field with Hastings and Lucas, and the speed of Walsh and Staggs.
Walsh was fading to the right. Now he goes back to the left-hand side. Just uses his speed. He's too quick. He just backed himself one-on-one. Stop me if you can. He's too fast and scores their second try.
Towards the right-hand side there. Walsh just hiding himself behind the ruck, and as the ball was fed, Walters, well, he just jumped out of the scrum by that stage. The acceleration of Walsh had Newcastle under pressure. Gagai starting to slide. You can't do that close to your line. Relying on his inside men to try and get to Walsh. You just can't get there. Gamble too late. Brayley gets there just on time, but Walsh, the blistering speed of this young superstar, too much for Newcastle, and they get their second.
Is coming towards you, and they stacked the right-hand side, and he swung back to the left. It's a running start like that. Good one stopping him. Reynolds here, held up by the breeze. The little master is back. From their own 40, the Broncos begin here, back of the scrum win.
Do you feel like they've just got to keep working towards their left, Brisbane, and really open up this left edge Newcastle defensively? Just keep giving the ball to Staggs and Walsh. The speed of Arthur's down here, it's troubled them, it's torn them apart in this first half.
So it's Jensen, 40 metres out. 3 plays remaining in this set. Reynolds feigning a kick here. They come to this edge. It Staggs off Walsh. Good defence there from Pierce Paul on the inside. Quick play the ball though. Reynolds holds it up, gives it to Taupo, who didn't really want that there in the end. He finds Walters. Now here's Walsh. Mam taken to ground, only just there. A good tackle made by Dan Gagai. They've got one more play, the Broncos. Walters goes short side. Walsh, press play, they're in again. Dean Mariner gets a second try. It's Walsh once again. A smile on the face of Revan Kevin Walters.
Yeah, Reece Walsh, he's just killing them. Reece Lightning this time, down the left-hand side. And that blistering speed, and just all eyes go straight on him. As soon as he accelerates, you can see there, Tyson Gamble, Hetherington just mesmerised by the speed and then the ball playing.
Applying so many delightful touches, puts Mariner in again. And now Reynolds trying to fade it back once more. He's got the world on a string. At the moment, it's Gamble, goes out the back to Ponga. Oh, Gagai puts it down now. He had a tackle there from Moats. Here is Mariner, the speedster, taken down there by Saifidi. Try-saving tackle made, but here they are on the gallop. Walsh fires a long ball, a 30-metre pass out to Staggs. What delivery that was. The US Air Force would kill for that sort of radar.
What about that? It was like on the touch fields in Brisbane as a 14-year-old. He just looked, sighted it, and just whistled it. What a ball from Walsh.
Had the radar locked on the chest of Katoni Staggs. That was a perfect spiral. Comes back now to Willison. As here inside the 10. As Walters waits at dummy half. Comes to Reynolds. Walsh now. First man option. Just storming through them. Brendan Piakura. Try number 4 for the Broncos. When they get a chance inside the 20, they keep cracking the Knights. For the 4th time tonight, Walsh is there again. And what a storyline this is. The there for Dean Mariner, slowly off the ground. Looks to be okay. And just, as you said, Mick, just lined up in the space.
Boy, the ones that have been good, the ones that he's landed, have been brilliant.
Scored a try and played a role in the other 3 as well. So the dropout here from the Broncos. Knights with 27 minutes remaining in this game. Have to take every chance they're presented now. They work it forward. They play it here just outside the 30 where Saifidi surprised to play the ball, and here is Hastings. Ponga now on the outside of Katoni Staggs, who stays with him and drags him to ground from behind.
There we go.
Good defence there. Perhaps they're just warming to the task finally here, the Knights. Crossland back out there, working to Saifidi, who just lays the line in the middle of the field. It's a slow play the ball though. Crossland, Hetherington, stepping through the defence. He beat Piakura and scores points at last for the Knights. As a lifeline.
Yeah, back into the side this week, Hetherington. Good leg speed, and you can see Ezra Mam there just rushing up, leaving Piakura isolated on his own. Watch Mam here, just accelerates, trying to shut down the play. And that just isolated Piakura. A powerful ball runner, Hetherington. Nice short ball from Crossland. And all of a sudden, Newcastle now, well, they find their first points of the night. Could this be the start
It's a lot.
Marju unable to get to the ball, and in the end, a relatively cheap turnover as Mariner straight through.
Into the backfield comes to Kalen Ponga. Ezra Mam is there. He will run away. A piece of brilliance once again by the Brisbane Broncos. It's worth filming, that's for sure. Ezra Mam scores another try for the Broncos, and they've got their foot on the till here of just their 8th win for the season. The speed of Mariner.
Absolutely brilliant. Nice variety around the ruck too, I thought, from Tyson Smoothie, finding Mariner on the left-hand side, bounced back through the ruck, and then just accelerated through some tied defenders. And the moment he got into the backfield, he just looked across to his left-hand side and saw a flying.
After all the goal kicking, and here to bring up the 30-point mark. Still with a quarter of an hour remaining. Dean Mariner in the North Queensland Cowboys before they have the bye, and then 3 big games in a run towards the finals. We know
at home too.
We know they're more than good enough to win plenty of them, but they'll have to keep this sort of form going if they are to be a factor, given they were 7 and 10 coming into tonight's game. Here's Croston, comes out the back to Hastings, runs there towards Jordan Ricky, and accommodates him, and they'll play it through Brayley. Now Ponga held up there again, just nothing doing for the superstar fullback. And well contained, hasn't he? Croston, no looker there, flat ball for Daniel Saifidi, who hangs on to it, but out the back after the call of held, so bring it back to play it there. Here is the last. It's Gamble at the line, kicks through on the chase. Croker wins the race. They are a long, long way back, but they've grabbed their second to maintain the faintest of chances here tonight.
Walsh caught back towards the middle of the field. You can see him at the top of your screen there, and then Gamble just kicked in behind. Walsh unable to get there. Great work from Etherington. The desperation to try and get back and clean up the kick, but Croker out on that right edge for Newcastle. He is a really intelligent footy player, Matt Croker, and he's had a little bit of opportunity with Newcastle so far, but while
they need to go on the sort of run they went on the end of last season to push their way all the way into 5th, as it turned out in 2023. There's Dane Gagai. Well, we're hopeful that it is just a minor strain for Bradman Best, and he is back on deck for that game in 2 weeks' time against the Penrith Panthers. Flat pass here through the middle. Comes out the back. Thompson, Hastings, spinning, finds Pierce Paul, wants to keep it alive. Has to surrender there in the tackle. Ponga down the short side. Going to pass away as he was hit. Went backwards, then touched by Katoni Staggs. So 6 more here for the Knights. Thompson in and away, and then back in on Hetherington. 25 out from the Broncos line. Brayley comes to Gamble. Here's Hetherington. Scored their first try of the game. Even the trumpet sounds a little bit lame at the back end of the game for the Knights here, doesn't it? Needs a bit of a tune-up. Here is Gamble. Floating across the 10-metre line. Crossland fires it out the back. Back to Gamble. Good hands by Hastings. Lucas charging hard. Good combination there by Staggs. And also Arthurs to make the tackle. Quick hands. Marju. He crashes in. While there's life, there's hope for the Knights.
Yeah, well, there it is. Doesn't matter where he goes. It's game order to be able to find points. And he'd had his hands on the ball a number of times in that set.
You're telling me there's a chance? On the sideline. Well, they have to kick all of them. Here is Ponga bending away with the breeze, pushing it across. After his efforts for Queensland, playing all 80 minutes just 3 days ago, it's fitting that he has the ball here as the Broncos break a 6-game losing streak